Okay, we're back. And we are still doing Quickcrawl, a showcase of a fork designed to speed up the game. I've got a Null Wizard started, level 17, nope, 18. Ash and Zari, a good collection of spells, including Spellforge Servitor. We're pretty well set up to win the game. It's just a matter of, can I pull it off? Now, I would like to go into this little castle here. Biggest thing is opening this door, because now we can blink inside. I see that there's just a ton of dudes, and I can actually use scrying if I feel like it and see exactly what I'm up against. That's unfortunate. Trying to blink inside, but there we go. Now, ideally, I actually avoid using Iron Shot and Spellforge Servitor as much as possible because those have spell hunger. Wait, what is this? Staircase back to the mines. Oh, interesting. I guess it replaces the hatch that normally spawns here with another exit. It's clever. I suspect unintentional, but clever. Something I've noticed about this fork is that it's clear that some work has gone into it. Some things have been thought of that you wouldn't expect, like this. Alright, now where we left off last time, we had cleared one small group of elves. And then we had to run away, which I accomplished without using any resources, I recall. As I recall, I think I just walked away. Hopefully we can continue with that track record. Good so far. I tell you, BVC and Spire are just ludicrously good. By themselves, in fact. But in concert, they're incredible. I've screwed up a little bit. I'm out of mana. Nice. We're already level 20. It seems that the report I read about there being a ton of experience in this was accurate. Now, of course, that's a matter of debate as for whether that's a bad thing, but it seems to be pretty well incontrovertible that, in fact, there's a ton of experience in this, because effectively, if you were to compare this to where we were in a regular game of Crawl, remember, there's no lair. But if I was to compare this to a regular game of Crawl, it's kind of like I've done lair, dungeon, and orc and elf at this point, and that's just like what I would compare it to progress wise. But in terms of experience, it's more like we've done both layer branches and all that stuff. If I was to guess at what level I would be, or at what point I would be at level 20. Dang. I knew there was another demonologist. I was wondering where that fiend came from. I thought it was the demonologist we'd already killed, but I guess not. Crap. I don't really want to get acid blasted for tons of damage. Let's get him in the BVC. There we go. More intelligence. This is going really well outside of running myself out of mana a little too much. I think we're going to use a little acid here. There we go. One of them used a scroll of summoning, which is a little bit scary. Looks like we found a net. I'll take that. Good stuff. Plus 10 longsword, or short sword rather, of pain. That's interesting, but I don't think we need that. Have magic resistance. We're going to wear that. MR is really good to have. Let's drop some of this stuff. Scarf of Resistance. That's excellent. We could start wearing some staves. That is an option. Ooh, Summon Forest. Nice. We're coming into some spells. Even LCS is castable. That's pretty sweet. Dragon form. Statue form. Hell yeah. That's where the magic is. Staff of Power. I don't want to walk onto a Zot Trap for 14 gold. Okay. Blink scroll identified. We have a couple amnesias. Why don't we go ahead and use them on things we won't be using anymore? Conjure Flame. Magic Dart. Now, I kind of want to just pop off this Hunting Sling, even though it, of course, penalizes my, it doesn't give me slings anymore. I won't be using it, so it's not that big of a deal. We've also got options for rings, of course. Suppose I could trade intelligence for a wizardry and then really have Crystal Spear online. Magical Power, maybe. Arleg is not really necessary since we've got staff form now, so can drop that. Could go ahead and curse this scarf, I suppose. Ooh, enchant armor. Let's enchant the hat. See, there's an enchanted buckler here, which I neglected to grab. And there's a blowgun. Okay. For now, I'm just gonna uncurse the sling. Drop it. Get rid of these sling bullets. Keeping a dagger and the blowgun because we're gonna... Well, we're getting up there in skill. So if I want to, I can put things to sleep and stab them with those needles, although I'm hoping that I can just kind of staff form and win. I'd like to amnesia off Mephitic Cloud so my Spellforge Servitor only has Iron Shot. But we've run out of amnesia, unfortunately. Brand weapon. Yes, abort. Acquirement. I was hoping for that. I was thinking I might get Book just for more spells. No, we're doing pretty well on magic. Staff, maybe? Nah. Let's just get some armor. Maybe we'll get some boots. Ooh. Okay. Unfortunately, that melds when I'm in staff form, so we lose our core. That's okay. We can tab. We can just obliterate Spider Nest. Oh, I have, I still have this on. Let's fix the RC real quick and turn off auto fight throw. I started the last video, if you watched it, I started trying to do Ogre Arcane Marksman. She can actually banish me. Why don't we see if we can't kill her really quick? I'm not afraid of the Abyss at all, but... Large Shield of Cold Resistance. We may end up using that. So these branches ought to be only 1 floor large, and I think I actually recognize... I think I recognize this as a rune vault already. So this breakneck pace is... It's pretty interesting, I'll put it that way. I can't say that I dislike it. In fact, whatever gripes I had about balance aside, I'm actually pretty shocked that this feels so balanced. I mean, it's not perfect, or rather, I should say it doesn't perfectly follow. It doesn't perfectly follow the difficulty or level curve of mainline crawl, but regardless of that, I did not expect it to. I didn't expect it to follow it at all, and it kind of feels right almost. Not really, but closer than I expected. Let me just put it that way. We're out of mana, unfortunately. Tempted to... Why don't we just immolate? Thankfully my Spellforge servitor will not betray me. Boy, we are leveling up fast. But I mean, while I seem to be a little bit overleveled for this place, or maybe a lot, it's also, you have to keep in mind, this is like a character who's already cleared out Elf. You know, so like one of my weird runs where I rush through and do Orc Elf before anything else. You could see statue form in BVC being online by then. Easily. Yeah, there's Roxanne. And it appears that her book has nothing that I need. Just ignite poison, I guess. Okay, we got our first rune. Pretty quick. Why don't we grab these Needles of Confusion? Looks like by the end of Shoals, we're gonna probably be level 27. So like I said, a little bit accelerated, but not too much. Oh, it's a Kraken. A simulacrum. And there's the rune. It's so fast, I love it. I will say that the overall organization of this game kind of encourages you to make weird decisions, I think, because of how quickly you level. Killing a few things could mean the difference between having the ability to progress through a particular branch or not. So I could see some interesting strategies arising from that that are very, very different than mainline crawl. Looks like the old inventory is full. I'm gonna drop regular javelins. Probably Wand of Flame as well. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get rid of random effects. Uh-oh. Getting owned a little bit here. Do we have regen? Yes, we do. Let's make use of that. No deflect missiles, though. That's unfortunate. Okay. Field of Floods is available. Gonna grab it. Robe of Night. Hello. That's a strict upgrade. Very nice. We can stop picking up brand weapon and enchant weapon for that matter. I see we have some amnesia. Let's use them on Mephitic Cloud. I have a couple more amnesia. Get rid of Call Imp, and I think that'll be it. We're gonna end up with level 9 spells. That's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, so here's the question. Does Vaults just straight up drop you into Vaults 5? Because that would be Mr. Bones' Wild Ride right there. That would be pretty spooky. Alternately, we could go into Slime. Does that just drop you into Slime 5? I guess. Well, I'm interested. And I'm prepared for Slime, so let's roll on in. Oh yeah, we're in Slime 5. Hot diggity dog. That is a really interesting thing that's happening here. So that means that if you end up with like a floating eye right next to you, you're gonna have a real fun time. You know, because you can't do... If you've ever watched my videos before, you know that I'm a great believer in doing stair dancing in Slime 5. And you really want to have multiple staircases in case you wake up TRJ too early. Now, you know what? I do want to enchant weapon. Come to think of it, for the blowgun. TRJ's asleep. Do we try it? Do we try for the old assassination? Yes, we do. Oh, he's still alive. Oh no. Oh no. I didn't even bother to see if I have blink. Thankfully I do. I'm gonna iron shot him to finish him off. That's hilarious. I guess I want to emulate and kill all this stuff. I can VVC and it'll actually work against the Eye of Devastation. Nice. Nice, nice. That's hilarious. Javelin of penetration to finish him off. I suppose I can go ahead and teleport. Hey, perfect spot. Well, that was fun. Oh, I have a ton of rings I can drop. Well, that is tempting. That is real tempting. Hellfire. In the Dark Maul, we're not using that. We'll finish out the floor for the experience. Oh, Mace of Variability as well. Well, we're level 27. Now might be a good time to switch off of Ashinzari, but then again, we're about to have level 9 spells on account of her, so maybe not. Well, yeah, I guess we'll just enjoy level 9 spells. Or at least Firestorm and Glaciate. We're still doing very well on rings, or on remove curse, so I can just uncurse that, wear the Ring of Wizardry, and curse it again, I suppose. Yeah, that's okay. That's not bad at all. Why don't we go to... Let's see if we get dumped into Vaults 5. And it appears that I was questioning this earlier, whether or not you would need a rune. It would seem that the rune lock has not been disabled. But now that I know it dumps you right into Vaults 5, I don't know if I disagree with that as an idea. I could see some very interesting challenges forming from this game, from Quickcrawl. Imagine being forced to do Vault's first rune. You know, that's not something that is even possible. You know, take away the rune lock or whatever and see if people could pull that off. That would be a fun and very difficult challenge. I'm not going to use Hellfire, it's fine. We're just going to stick to having a shield. Yeah. Getting lucky with the wardens not locking the door. Yeah, Ashanzari, I believe the Wrath is not so bad. Not once I have 27 skills anyway. She'll reduce my skills some, and she'll stop me from gaining experience for a while. Not a huge deal. Oh geez, this isn't good. Can actually be paralyzed. That's a big deal. In fact, that is too big of a deal for me to screw around on it. So we are in fact going to remove curse on the Ring of Intelligence. And we're going to wear the MR. And we're going to recurse that. Which makes us slightly crappier at casting spells, but wow, look how castable Firestorm and Glaciate are. Maybe we'll just start doing that. And maybe we'll find Necromutation soon. That'd be pretty good. Hey. I'm at a loss as to why the Lich had 1% paralysis while I was in staff form, but not otherwise. None of my other items give me MR+. Oh wait, the robe does. I don't want to cast Firestorm, I want to cast Glaciate. You know what? I'm tempted to blink, but instead I'm gonna go up this way. Why don't we drink a heal wounds? And another one. This isn't working out so hot. Okay. Congratulations to Yaktar for surviving a glaciate. What is that? Oh, that's the new Shadow Wraith tile. This is killing me on the spell hunger a little bit. Jeez, I am so tempted to go get Ignition. How are we doing on spell levels? I guess pretty good. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? So, I'm certain we've pulled, if not all the floor, most of it. Hey, Autumn Katana. Because we got marked at one point. Maybe I'll just stick with Ashanzari. With level 9 spells, it's almost like, why not? Silvery rune. It's feeling very quick. You know, we just got like 4 runes in less than 30 minutes. Teleportation, agility. Hat of the Bear Spirit. Do I have the courage to wear that? Maybe. Probably not, maybe. Potion of Magic. I kind of need my magic too much to wear something with spirit on it. Alright, artifacts. Glaive of the Guard. Interesting stuff. A lot of unrans, but nothing I care too much about. I suppose we could use the Autumn Katana if I really wanted to. Blessed Japanese steel over here. Okay. Well, actually I've decided I want to worship TSO if I go into Tomb, which I will. So maybe we will go ahead and use Autumn Katana and just worship So for a while. Ashinzari does not appreciate desertion. So we're going to suck real bad, and we're going to lose Vile Clutch and regenerate. So those are not good things. However, we will have a lot of free healing potions in the form of enemies that we're killing. So that part's neat. Did I think this through? Yeah. Okay. We'll amnesia off Vile Clutch. We'll go ahead and remove Curse, so we're not cursed at all anymore. Oh, Amulet of Doni. RF++, that's not bad. Probably should have done that instead of Faith. That's okay. Let's head into Crypts. Suppose there's nothing stopping me from still using staff form, and I should be. Come to think of it, I shouldn't even have Faith on. There's no need for it. I mean, Cleansing Flame is neat, as you can see. But my piety rises so fast. Let me take off the Faith. We'll get it back in moments with this enhanced, piety gain. Hopefully Wrath is also decreased in time. Because I want to be gaining experience. It looks like I am gaining experience, so I might be confused about what Ashinzari Wrath actually does. You know what? I'm thinking of Heppel. I was thinking of Heppel Wrath that whole time. Ashinzari Wrath does something entirely different. She just wrecks your skills, I think, and shows enemies where you're at. Technically we can be paralyzed, but I rolled the dice and it worked out. Nice. Really nice. And again, you'll notice that we've been dumped into Crypts 3 on the first floor. Very cool stuff. I think we can go ahead and do Tomb. That was the idea, and Ashen's Wrath is already over, so look at that. 16% Firestorm, Glaciate, very cool stuff. Could probably replace some of these rings at this point. Maybe. Doesn't seem necessary, I guess. Yeah, let's just keep going. Nothing really in here. See if there's any spells I want. We must have found not a Necronomicon, but something with some Necronomicon spells, because we have Revivification now that we can cast it. TSO's not having any of that, but that's okay. Let's just go down. Now, how does this work? I see that we're in the... Are we in the treasure vault? A staircase back to the crypt. So he's taken away the idea that you get dumped away from a staircase. I like that. I never really liked the staircase change to Tomb. I mean, I did in a vacuum, but when you combine the fact that there are Zot traps, it becomes crappy in a very unfun way. Well, this is kind of funny. I think I'll just ignite. And again, doesn't work on Bennu, but it works on everything else. What is damaging me? It's the Bennu. Let's bring him up. I suppose we can just kind of stair dance everything here. This is easier than I thought it would be. Of course, everything's easy when you have level 9 spells. You know, I keep wanting to cast Firestorm in place of Glaciate. Oh, hey, it's Khufu. What's up, Khufu? I like that Ignite actually creates them on top of these blocks of ice even. Creates the fireballs. It's kind of a funny little effect. Have we cleared the floor? Almost. Ziggurat A. Probably get quite a lot of experience in there. I guess we can go ahead and wear this large shield. It's not actually impacting much. As I anticipated, it seems as though I'm getting to maximum, experience or maximum skill and everything. Wow, that's a ludicrous ring. That's like... I gotta copy and paste that somewhere. That is insane. Wow. Really good. Not for this character, though. We're already max fire resistance, and our MR is really good. That is funny, though. Oh, we'll take the amplifier. Or maybe not. Do I want to amnesia anything off? Regen. Iron shot? I might actually... I almost want to amnesia off Iron shot. I think what we're going to amnesia off is Spellforge Servitor, actually. We're going to get Dragon's Call. As crazy as that sounds. We can cast it, so why not? This is getting kind of silly. Like, the power curve here is getting outrageous. Oh, there's the golden rune. Cool stuff. And we can use those needles incredibly well now. Alright, that's 5 runes. Head on into depths, where TSO is not necessarily going to help me that much. I'm curious how this is going to work. Will it just be one floor? I bet it will be. That looks like a Zot vault. So that tells me there's only one floor of depths. And I assume that Hell and Pan will be both on this floor. I don't need the dagger anymore for stabbing. And frankly, I don't even need to carry the Autumn Katana around as much as I'd like to be able to riposte. God, the experience gain on this type of stuff must be insane, considering how it's curved. Okay, there's Hell. Do we want to do a Zig for fun, too? Maybe. We'll amnesia off. Wow, do I want to amnesia off Iron Shot and get LCS? I think I do. Normally I would never do that, but Okay, we have +9 blowgun. Scroll of brand weapon, enchant weapon. Turn that off. C blink and disjunction. Deflect missiles. These are very cool named books. Last Secrets of Wizardry. It's actually accurate. These are the last secrets I need. I've never in my life seen this vault. It's like a triple staggered ghost vault. I'm wondering if it's some sort of mistake, like a glitch, or if it's just something I haven't seen before. Could be either, I suppose. Okay, so Pan and Hell spawned. Now, I'm just curious, so I'm gonna check it out. Did he shorten Ziggs? I doubt it. I doubt it. But I kind of want to find Tornado. So I may as well just see what's up. Shortening Ziggs would almost ruin it, you know, or sort of miss the point. But then again, it might be kind of neat to just do one giant floor. So I may have to add that as a suggestion in case this picks up, or if this picks up as a very popular fork. That might be an interesting little miniature addition, you know. Need to drop some stuff. Disintegrate and polymorph. Yeah, I'm gonna finish out this Zig. It's just a normal Zig, I suppose. Actually, you know what? Ignite, and then we'll Firestorm. My spell power seems low. Yeah, 2 pips away from maximum. But we're about to be... I guess we're not maxed out yet. But we're about to max out invocations. That's kind of cool. There it is, maxed out. Still a little bit of spell hunger on these 9th level spells, but not for long. We'll start leveling skills even faster now that one's maxed. This has been the slowest part of the game. That's the funniest thing. This is the only thing that's slowing me down. I would probably be finished by now if it wasn't for this. I'm just gonna keep going, by the way. I know we're coming up on an hour, but I'm gonna just for the purposes of finishing the showcase. I can't imagine that if I were to stop now, if the rest would take that long. In fact, if I had to guess, and again, I don't know, if I had to guess, I bet he sped up Pan by making you guaranteed to hit the floors with the runes, which is something that should have happened in mainline crawl a long time ago. So I would be ecstatic if that were the case. I don't need potions of Berserk Rage. Let's get rid of that. Ooh. You're the mage. Do I even need the Ring of Wizardry? I really don't. Yeah, come to think of it, since this isn't really any different, you know, this isn't different at all from mainline crawl, I mean, I kind of just wanted to get... the Zig done for the sake of it. You know, since I'd be probably the first and only person to do a Zig in Quickcrawl, it's not really much of an accomplishment considering. Just doesn't seem that hard to do compared to the rest of the game. The rest of what this has to offer, you know. All this inventory management is killing me. Manual of Necromancy. I'll take it just to get that done faster. What can I drop? I should not need lignification ever again. That's a pretty sweet amulet I've got on. I'm not, pretty sweet amulet that I've got on. I'm probably not going to be replacing it anytime soon. Probably not my gloves either, but try them on, I guess. Nope. If I really wanted to have some fun, I'd swap to Che. You know what? I'm like this close to just blinking to the exit and finishing out the Zig that way. Just because. But this is a great example of something tedious in the mainline crawl that, you know, we're really seeing the difference between the content in this fork and the mainline content. Of course, zigs are a pretty egregious example of what I'm talking about, since they're completely optional. You know, and are kind of meant to be the most tedious thing in the game, but it's still worth mentioning, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna blink to the exit. Maybe not. Trying to finish this up as quickly as possible. Amulet of the Air. Well, that is tempting, I suppose. But not really tempting enough. Still no tornado, by the way. I suppose I did just find Shatter, which is less appealing in a game like Quickcrawl because you know, I don't need to skip that much content, you know. Which is what Shatter's really all about, is bypassing stuff in a clever way. It's what LRD used to be about, but not anymore. Okay, why don't we acquire book a couple of times? Tornado. I suppose this will give me plenty of plenty of items to finish out the game with, plenty of consumables, you know. Wow, we have 27 skills. Yeah, we'll breeze. We'll breeze through the rest of the actual game. Appears as though we've gotten some mutations. Not a huge deal. We've got 10 potions to deal with that. I'll go ahead and drop Amulet of Air. I don't need that. I'm so committed now, I'm just going to finish out the Zig, even if it does take a minute. We've got all these level 9 spells. It's like, it's not really challenging to clear this out. It's just time consuming. Should I even check the items anymore, I wonder? Oh, hey, here's a challenge. Whoa, I shouldn't have done that. You cannot cast spells while silenced. Okay, I accidentally made an angel, at least I thought I did, which I shouldn't have done. But it looks like I must not have done that. Okay, well, let's haste. Let's see if we can't acid the dude to death who's radiating silence. Wow, that is torment. Wow, we might actually die. Curing. Alright, I'm gonna start paying attention. Silence floor. Good God. Remember, I can't use scrolls. Oh my God. Heal wounds. If I could just get... If I could just get some of these guys down, I would start healing from TSO abilities. How do we use spiders? Oh my God, floating eye. Okay, well, we've got a moment. We're gonna blink. We're gonna holy word. Holy word again. Getting some healing from that. Holy word again. Getting more healing. Why don't we go ahead and set up a tornado. Glaciate, finish some of this crap off, get more healing. Holy word. This floating eye needs to die right now. This is ludicrous. I wasn't really planning on doing a zig when I rolled into the showcase. It's... And, of course, Panlord floors are among the most difficult. Do I have Potion of Invis? Because I should probably drop those if I do. Alright, back to relative safety. It's Gyre and Gimbal there. Okay, we're about done. Floor 27. Doesn't look like there's anything I care about. Let's stop looking at loot. I'm over time anyway, so... Ooh, I'm getting some lag on this server. It is not liking this. Okay, so I wanted to see if he had added anything interesting to Ziggs. The answer is no. I don't particularly blame him. It's probably would be the last thing on my mind if I made a fork as well. But I am interested. The verdict on that is I am interested to see if anything happens with that later. Alright, everything else should be one floor. Let's see what I really came here for, which is what is going on with these branches. So I see first of all that the vestibule still exists. And it appears to be, it seems to be untouched. So if I had to guess, and from what I understand, from what I've been told, I think that you just go into the... Oh, I can't use Horn of Geryon. You go in as normal to the various hells, but then they're only one floor long. So... yeah, this certainly looks like a branch in to me. Yeah, I can pretty much just march through here at this point. The rune's either going to be over here or on the other side. Yeah, it's over here. Let's blink. Let's, wow, I should put up D-missile again, whoops. Whoa! Guess I'll just duke it out with him. Well, that's pretty satisfying to just walk in and take it. Some of the challenge is drained out a bit on account of the fact that I'm just so unbelievably over-leveled. I guess I should say most of the challenge is drained out of it. And I think even if I hadn't done that zig, I would be just hilariously over-leveled for this place. Of course, I am more or less easy moding it on account of the fact that I'm using that I'm using TSO, which makes your extended more fun or more easy. What's magic map? Yeah, this is the castle. I should have learned Shatter. Suppose I still could. Yeah, I don't need Ignition, I guess. Yeah, I get rid of that. Really only important in zigs. Oh my god. There we go. Alright, let's just... Hey, there he is. Cleansing Flame. Yeah. I'll take the rune, please. Nice. Yeah, the least fun part of the hells is gone. You don't have to slog through 6 floors of nonsense before you get to the main course. I like it. Okay, this, of course, we're going to want to teleport to get a little closer. Otherwise, we're really in for a slog. Oops, looks like some unfortunate disto weapon took me away. Alright, this is fine. Oh, there's the Serpent of Hell. Alright. Got him with LCS. Normally I'd Shatter in here, but I'm low on mana, so I think I'm going to take the long way around while punching things in the face. Oop. Got dispelled. There's that new tile. I'm not sure how I feel about that tile. On one hand, I like that tile a lot. On the other hand, it doesn't seem to fit much with Crawl. Right, I should be netting him, shouldn't I? Jeez. Is he even resistant to cold? Yes, he is. Let's get him with LCS. Stop fooling around. Alright, well, in like 5 minutes we've taken out 3 hells. Right? Just Tartarus to go. Magic mapping? Yes. And I happen to know that the rune's always there, so let's teleport. Let's teleport. I feel your flesh rotting away. Doesn't seem to have rotted me. I guess it gave me a strength. Took away some strength. I thought rot always consisted of hit point damage, but maybe not. Okay, shatter. Take the rune. I don't even need to fight Ereshkigal. Nice. Just got Pan to go. Fine. Well, Pan and Abyss. Now here's the golden ticket. Did he actually change it to where you're always in one of the rune branches? And I sure hope he did. Because otherwise that's missing just a really obvious way to improve the game in a way that matches the stated goal of making things quicker. Now it's possible he didn't go full on the way that I described it, where you're just always in a branch of Pan that has the rune. It's possible he just sped it up a little bit somehow, like you're more likely to run into one, or you're guaranteed within a certain number of floors. It seems like, unfortunately, the way that I expected it would work is not the way it works, so that's unfortunate. It's not the end of the world, though. Oh man, he must have not touched Pan at all. I'm gonna make that my #1 suggestion, I think. Because otherwise this is... I think it's missing an opportunity to do something really good. Because this is the same obnoxious slog that you're basically dealing with in regular crawl. Perhaps it feels less like a slog than normal because on account of the fact that you've played less game at this point. It feels like a slog for me right now personally because I just went through a zig, which was lengthy and tedious, but that's kind of a special case, I guess. Jeez, how many floors have we been to? This has to be untouched. I would probably bet money that this code is completely untouched as to how it's spawning rune floors. Wand of digging, okay. Okay, there's the rune. Hey, it's Serabov. I guess I just ninja'd the rune. Maybe we'll see him on the orb run. That could be fun. By the way, we got screwed on a mutation a second ago. And again. There we go, get the helmet back on. I had some horns for a moment there. I wanna drop something. Let's drop amnesia. Okay, and again. Come on. Scroll of acquirement. What do I even want? Armor, I guess. Yeah, whatever. What is this oddness? Sort of a strange little strangely shaped vault down there, but I'm not interested enough to check it out. Okay, Glork's Lock. Just blowing through teleports here, trying to speed up the game. This is okay. Stat format. No lag. Alright. Well, we appear to be out of magic mapping, so it's tab time. I'm not going to worry too much about getting mutated. We'll deal with that afterwards. Now there is an abyss entrance on this floor. I just saw it, so come on. That means that we can go straight there. We can get the final rune, we can go to Zot, and we can win. Then I can make my final, evaluation, I guess, of this fort, but just, yeah, go ahead and get some of my thoughts. I mean, pretty much gone over it as I was talking throughout this video. It looks like I've pretty much I'm going to call this essentially finished. It looks like I've essentially finished this in about 2.5 hours, and that's including, that's like without rushing, without trying to speed run. That's 15 runes. That's hold on a second. Okay, that'll do. Well, yeah, I don't want horns. Yeah, that's like without rushing, that's without trying to, speed run at all. That's, even with doing a ziggurat, so like 2.5 hours, I probably spent like 30 minutes in the zig, so 2 hours for what I would call a leisurely sort of pace, strolling through the game and doing 15 runes. You know, I think the rune might be here. Wow, Abyss feels slightly broken in terms of the experience. You know what? I don't think this is a rune vault. I think this is. No, it's not. Stop bamboozling me, game. There it is. But yeah, Abyss makes portals based on the experience you get. I'm getting like 1 billion portals. But yeah, in terms of does the game accomplish the stated goal of making it quicker? Yeah. I think the beginning of the game is a bit of a crapshoot, and I think that's going to be very difficult to balance. After meeting a Sphinx on D2 on one of those ogre attempts, you know, right at the very beginning, that was questionable. Oh, I forgot to do Lom Lobon. Just forgot all about Lom Lobon. Whoops, that's okay. We didn't skip his floor or anything, we just sort of forgot he existed. Okay, what is going on? Getting all caught up here with these guys. These summons. There we go. This isn't even Lom Lobon's floor. Here, I thought it was home free. Got more stuff to do. We were on a roll too. Anyway, I have some suggestions, and I'm gonna go over them in depth and give some more of them when I do my write-up, which is probably gonna go on Reddit. And I may link to it in the description. But dang it. Number one on the list of suggestions has got to be fix pan. Because this is tedious and I hate it and everybody hates it. I don't know anybody who likes it. Should have been fixed a long time ago. I'd be very interesting to see how it plays out. There's Lom Lobon. How it feels to do. And I'll probably be playing Quickcrawl again at some point. Oh wow, it's that interesting Ignacio tile that you never see. It's kind of cool. But yeah, outside of that, no major complaints. The game, you know, the balance and whatnot is something that's just gonna, that's going to take time. You're not gonna create a fork that feels, especially when you're doing, you know, it's very basic, the mechanics that the guy has altered to create this fork. You know, all he's done, you know, boiling it down to the essentials is he's reduced the number of floors. And that's a really basic mechanic, but that's going to fundamentally change everything if you change that and the amount of experience things give. He was bound to not get that perfect the first time. And I'm curious to see with a few tweaks if it feels a little more... well, what you're striving for is fairness, I think, so that the player feels like when they die they've made a mistake. And this has definitely gotten pretty far away from that in terms of, you know, D2 Sphinx and whatnot. What am I doing trying to glaciate this dude? Firestorm. LCS. There we go. Goes down like a sack of potatoes. Okay. Go to the abyss. Immediately get an exit. Go into Zot. Till we get a single floor of Zot, because that's pretty cool. Zot 1 is Zot 5. It doesn't look like it. If this is Zot 5, it's a very odd looking Zot 5. But I suppose it might be. Okay, this is Zot 5. That's definitely the. It's definitely the orb chamber. I see indestructible tiles. I feel like the combination of the entrance vault or whatever and the Zot 5 vault may have created something that looks a little funny to me. Or I could just be imagining things. There's just something slightly off about this that I can't quite put my finger on. Oh, come on. Why am I even full clearing this? I think we can go straight in. Okay, let's grab this orb. Uh-oh. Just gonna watch the teleport go through, please. Thank you. Now, I imagine orb run is incredibly easy unless he's changed it, because there is quite a bit less to go through, 5 floors or so. But you know what? That's not something that needs rebalanced, if you ask me. I would say that orb run shouldn't be that hard. I think that while it can very occasionally create interesting narratives, I guess, if you're like a newer player and you haven't been through the orb run very much and, oh, I almost made it and then I died, or I almost made it and then I was challenged and almost died but lived, that could be interesting. You know, I'm not gonna lie, that can be interesting. But once you learn the game, it's really just kind of stupid. You end up underestimating the orb run, and then finally you get the perfect Panlord with, you know, Silence and Immolate and, or Silence and Torment and so on and so forth, Firestorm, and then you get like 3-4 horrible Panlords in a row, and just the sort of swinginess of the orb run feels really dumb to me. So, if it's shortened and it's easier in Quickcrawl, that may be a good thing. Anyway, so we did our 15 rooms. It looks like other people, I was very slow, 44,000 turns, so it looks like other people have gotten either 15 rune wins or 14 and much, much faster. No, it's an interesting game. It's an interesting fork. It took a little longer than I was expecting, but then again, we went all the way through a zig just to see if it would be interesting, or if anything was different. I should have just asked him, you know, the guy who made this, I am sure would have answered me. But yeah, look out for I'll link to the Reddit, once I'm done with it, I'll link to the Reddit write-up, and I'll have some thoughts on ways that this could be improved, strengths, weaknesses, you know. But all in all, if he sticks with it, I think this is a really interesting fork, and it could possibly go, you know, it could possibly get popular even. But I guess only time will tell on that. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. Check it out at the link that will be provided in the description. That's about it for now. Until next time, I am signing out. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Now you may not know this, but Bitcoin is a great passion of mine. If you want to help me out, and help yourself out in the process, take a look at rosecrypto.com to learn about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. If you buy some Bitcoin using my referral links, you'll get an extra $10 worth of Bitcoin for free. And if you sign up for Binance using my links, I can teach you all about trading altcoins as well. Either way, please like and subscribe to help this channel grow. And if you really want to go the extra mile, take a look at my Patreon below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.